Hello, welcome back to Survivor Olympus Weekend 2. We are forcing the run for long periods of time, dragging up disgusting memories of grade school, forcing them to eat horrible foods for my entertainment, and stroke my ego by tests of strength for my entertainment. It'll be fun, at least for me.
This is the beginning of the second week of Survivor Olympus. So how are you feeling, Jackson?
I'm feeling good. We have a lot of players that are either not going to be there or are going to be late. So I'm interested in how that'll change the dynamic when people's allies aren't going to necessarily be able to answer really fast.
So I don't know if anyone can see right now, but it has been raining the past few days. Do you think that's going to affect the challenges and the participants today?
Oh yeah. It's gonna, we're going to a park, so it's going to be a lot of sloshing of wet grass, and maybe some water will get in their shoes, which I hope for, because I'm kind of this arbiter of chaos.
Exactly. Which tribe do you think has the best chance of winning?
Ziphos tribe has a lot of former athletes and dancers, but people may not show up for that challenge. So, Labrador tribe is certainly the underdog, but I can see them pulling it out by sheer determination. I mean, Jaden, for instance, has been driven insane by this game. So
he has. He's definitely trying to be the king, even though he was not labeled the king.
Right, Bennett was.
Well,
to his detriment.
To his detriment, perhaps, yes. All right, so we will check in with y'all later.
So I will not be participating in this session of Survivor because a friend of mine traveled up here to Tennessee from Texas to see me, and I made the executive decision that I would spend the day with him instead of sadly participating. So if you missed me, that's where I was.
All right, number 2, baby. We will be at a wedding.
Yay.
So I've missed number 1 and number 2.
And this will be the first one I'm missing, so.
Okay, that's it.
Immunity is back up for grabs. Yeah! This is weekend 2 of Survivor Olympus, and we're here to play hard, strategize hard, outwit, I'll play out last, you know how it goes. So today we're going to be doing a classic gym challenge from your childhood, the Fitness Gram Pacer Test. So when the challenge ends and there's more members of Ziphos tribe or there's more members of Labrador tribe, they win immunity. So this is an endurance challenge. All right? We good? You guys understand? Any questions? All right, I'll give you a moment to strategize. Who do you want to sit out?
How are you feeling about the Fitness Pacer Test?
Great. Feeling good. It's taking me back.
We're feeling good. We're just hoping we don't slip.
It's not even about to.
Ready?
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start.
Get to the end and then stop. And when you hear the sound again, you can move.
Are you dropping out? Awesome.
Matt is dropping out. Sam is still in there.
the man.
Yeah, everyone did a fantastic job in that challenge. Sam simply outlasted everybody else. Labrys Tribe, you will be going to Tribal Council, where you will be voting another member off your tribe. All right?
Oh, yeah, here, man.
That was by far probably the hardest challenge I've done so far. Thank you everyone for participating. You are all rock stars. You make this game great.
Oh, I am feeling quite good. Obviously, I am already like physically exhausted a little bit, but that's fine. I was like, I can get over that. We feel really good because there's only 5 of us today, soon to be 6. Evan's going to be here soon. But I took down 4 members of their tribe just by running, so obviously I feel great. They may also vote off Micah just because he hasn't been here he wasn't here last weekend, he's not here this weekend, so that would be an easy scapegoat for them.
So you're close with your team.
I am indeed.
You like your team how it is?
I do. It is very nice.
Huh. Very cool. Well,
thank you.
All right, Labrys Tribe, come on in. Tribal Council. Welcome to the 5th Tribal Council. You guys have lost your 3rd challenge. Bennett, as king, how do you feel?
I will say I'm very surprised that Sam carried their team so much. It definitely shows us who is a danger once we get to the merger.
Right.
I wish that we had some of the stronger members of our team that I've heard about before, like Micah, but
right.
Guess if you don't have time, you don't have time.
Now, Nate, Micah not being here, do you think that hurts the tribe?
I think it's definitely, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. It's definitely not a good look for him. Yeah, we could be using him to our advantage, you know. Like, I mean, he's athletic and everything like that, but he's just consistently not been here, and I don't think it's a good look. I'm not a fan of him personally.
So, would you think you'd write his name down and give him a chance?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
All right. Jayden, you're laughing at that. Do you think that Nate's necessarily telling the truth?
I don't know. I mean, even though Nate and I live together, we don't really talk about Survivor that much. I just feel like it's an unnecessary rift, like, in our relationship. And when you're living with someone, you just want things to go smoothly, you know?
Now, Ben, you lasted the longest in the challenge, and your tribe was all together in that challenge until the very end. What do you think changed?
It's an endurance event, you know, that Fitness Ground Pacer test. It's a rough one, and you know, it's what happens. You either are prepared for it or not, and Sam clearly was, and feel a little bit hustled, but you know, he pulled through, and I'm not mad at any of my teammates for that, because I know I was feeling pretty dead by the end.
Yeah. Sophie, as someone who didn't participate in the challenge, do you resent them for losing? Do you feel as though you could have done better in their place? Do you regret sitting out of the challenge?
Well, I think in the moment when I was like, I need to sit out of this challenge, I think it was a good choice. Obviously, you're gonna be like, oh, if I was in it, would it have been different? But I trusted every person who was in it, and I think they all did a great job. And I mean, I don't like to wonder what if, so what happened, and I think they did a great job.
You played a good game.
Yeah.
Greg, let's talk about power dynamics. You were called out last Tribal Council for being a loose cannon by Bennett. Do you have any fear of going home?
I mean, I've had that fear since day one. So of course, yeah, there's always a little bit of fear. So always. I mean, I think everyone like thought about, man, maybe it's me. Like, I'd be surprised anyone was like, I've never crossed anyone's mind. I bet everyone here has crossed someone's mind. So, always a fear.
Alex, let's go to you. Now, that last tribal was kind of a fiery event, some would say. Do you think that shifted the power dynamics of the tribe?
I can't really tell what the power dynamics are right now. I feel like we're all on pretty equal footing. Yeah.
All right. Allie, let's talk about idols. You got a clue to a hidden immunity idol. Pretty open about that. You showed everyone.
Yeah, I was.
Do you think anyone has an idol? Do you have an idol?
I think I need to be a little bit careful next time with what I do with a clue like that.
She said she needs to be careful. All right, so you think there's distrust?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm feeling some waves, but I don't know.
Awesome.
See how it plays out.
See how it plays out. And the best way to see how something plays out is with a vote. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The player voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jaden. Second vote, Jaden. Third vote, Jaden. Fourth vote, Micah. That is 3 votes Jaden, 1 vote Micah. Fourth vote, Jaden. Jaden.
I don't know if it's
Micah. 2 votes Micah, 4 votes Jaden. Micah. That's 3 votes Micah, 4 votes Jaden, 1 vote left. The 5th person voted out at Survivor Olympus, Jaden King. No, you just come up here. Jaden? Oh, yes. Here you go. Yeah. You just eliminated a strong member of your team. Whether that helped you or hurt you, that's the question.
Okay. All right, Jaden, you are the 5th person to be voted off of Survivor Olympus. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I had a really bad feeling last night. I just got bad juju. And I called Jackson last night. I'm just freaking out, super paranoid. And I was right. So kudos to my spidey senses. But I get $10 and they got to deal with Micah now. So I hope they have fun with Micah. Yeah, I'm good for them, honestly, because I was going to kill them all. Yeah. I know who has an idol, though. I would never leak it. Obviously super disappointed, honestly. Like I am super disappointed because I love the game and it's so much fun. I had a really good time. Yeah, disappointed. So I thought I had an alliance, but what are you gonna do? I think the biggest thing is now they have to deal with Micah. I'm just like, it was me or Micah.
Yeah, how do you feel? You've been pretty stressed out this week and all your fears were realized.
Yeah. Ooh, spit in my throat. I'm like obviously super disappointed. I wouldn't even say like, I hate when people on Survivor like, maybe feel so hurt, I feel so betrayed. Like obviously like it sucks that Nate, Sophie backstabbed me. Really don't care about anyone else on the team, quite frankly. I don't. Bennett is a horrible player. Should have kept more bodies around me.
If we play again, would you be interested in playing?
Potentially, but I feel like, I hate to pat myself on the back, but I feel like the same thing could happen. Just like, oh, Jaden was a really strong player last time and he got out early, like we should just do the same thing. So, I don't know, I think it depends. I think running production would be fun too. If production would have me, I think that would be really fun.
Come to production now.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Well, Jaden, you won $10 and you were so entertaining to watch.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for
Yeah, dude, anytime.
Awesome.
Good job.
Damn.
Remember when I said that the game's always changing?
It's always changing.
It's changing right now. Everyone drop your buffs. We are not merging.
What?
This is a tribe switch.
Wait, I don't
Tribes. As the Greeks would conquer other cities, new people would form, new leaders would rise, sometimes leaders would stay the same. So we will do that right now.
I don't get it.
Grace, I want you to come up here. There are a bunch of random colored buffs in here. I want you to pull out one.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. All right, Gray, you're the first member of the new Tulum tribe. Yeah. All right. Sophie, you're up next. So, on the Tulum tribe, Gray is staying together. All right, Ben, you're the first member of the new Dextra tribe. Only two. Not Cambodia, man. You are also on the Tulum tribe. All right, Alex, you're on the Dextra tribe. Allie, you're on the Dextra tribe.
I'm on it. Hey,
All right, Nate, you're on the Tulum tribe. Robert, you're up. Yep, you're Tulum. All right, Robert on the Tulum tribe. Wow. Evan, you are on the Tulum tribe. All right, Sam, you're up. Sam, you are on the Dextra tribe. All right, Matthew, you're on the Dextra tribe. Yes! That's what she's all about. All right, Ian, you're on the Tulum tribe. Cindy on the Dextra tribe. Tulum tribe. Mike is on Tulum.
Eve will be a part of the
Dextra tribe.
So to make it even,
Yeah.
Lucy will be on the Dexter tribe.
Yes. Awesome. Undisputed leader of your tribe. Yes. Now you're on a new tribe. Will you remain a leader, or will your role shift?
How I play doesn't shift. I'm here to serve my tribe, and that's how I am a leader. So.
Respect.
Awesome.
Bennett.
Yeah.
Who's the other
Bennett was the other king on the other tribe. Now you both are together. How does that change your relationship?
What's best for the tribe?
What's best for the tribe? So you are going full-blown tribe mentality. You guys aren't thinking about an individual game yet.
I'm not.
The pair of kings.
Bennett, are you thinking individually right now?
I have had thoughts about individually, but right now, I want us to win more.
All right, great. You're laughing. Nate, you're laughing at that statement. Why are you giggling?
I thought they should have like a duel,
All right, I think we should take a moment, allow everyone to get adjusted to the new tribe, and then we'll move on to the next challenge.
Obviously, you have a hidden immunity item.
I do.
Have you kept that a secret? Did Eve know? Does anyone on your tribe currently know?
Eve did not know. The only person who knows currently are Sophie and Evan. Those are the two people who know. I'm really trying to figure out who I should let know, everything like that, considering pulling Ian aside, maybe saying, look, I have this, I don't want to make it like, I don't want to try and make it like a big, like, hey everyone, here's what I got, but I think Ian is right in terms of trying to keep our tribe stable and open for now. So I feel as though it should, telling him that I feel as though could benefit me in the long run, because it keeps me looking open and it shows that I have an advantage over him. So it puts me in a good spot socially with the team, but also sends a message.
Dextra versus Tulum tribe. Awesome. So today we're doing a Survivor Classic. Featured in the first season and several seasons after. Production calls it Bug It Out. This is a food challenge. We'll be eating bad foods. All right, first item we'll be eating today, feces. It's psychological. So do whatever you will. You'll see. One person is eating both.
Is this speed?
It is speed. You will have to open your mouth and show me that everything is consumed.
Can we drink water?
Nope, I still see more in there. Can you wash down?
You're so close to me. Oh, this is stressing me out.
Nate wins! Robert going immediately down. Oh, yeah, get going on. Robert wins. 2.
Sam, whole baby clams.
Whole baby clams. I'm very excited. I like clams. I was like, I like clams and oysters.
Robber's ready. Go. Oh my God. Bennett wins!
It looks like a meatball made of fish.
To bring Bennett, but getting it into all thing, Bennett's falling behind. Bennett wins! Bennett wins! Individual immunity, that's not Bennett, that's Ben!
It was more just a play to help out my team because I knew none of them wanted to do it. I didn't want to see us lose another one in a row, you know. So yeah, it was just kind of a, you know, let's get this thing over with, let's do it. Does feel good to wear a crown. That's fun. So, you know, I'll keep that as long as they'll let me wear it. But yeah.
We're going to be loyal to their old teammates.
I mean, because things are going to merge soon, and so once the merge happens, all bets are off. So I think when the merge happens, at least they're gonna find their friends and be like, "Hey, let's go to the inn together." And because of that, Ben and I are trying to go to the inn together. I'm assuming he's still with me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm constantly thinking, what if he's not? But I think we're still together.
Yeah.
So.
I feel pretty good about my new tribe. Everything seems kind of neutral, like clean slate almost. And then I realized I was the only girl, and I was like, oh, I might be outpowered, just male dominance things. I also don't feel in a safe place because I did not participate in this last challenge, but it was either that or throw up. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel. Hopefully good. I think we're all on the same page. I don't feel like there's a lot of scheming.
All right, Dexter tribe. New losses. How does it feel to lose an immunity challenge?
It's still rough. Yeah. Same pain.
Same pain?
Different team, same pain.
Yeah. Well, everyone should not feel safe because anyone can get voted out at any time except for one person.
Oh.
Ben, who won individual immunity due to the bonus round of the challenge. Now, did you do that extra bit of the challenge to get individual immunity because you don't trust people or you feel unsafe?
No, not at all. I offered it up to everybody else first because I wanted to give that to them. But I also knew that, I had probably the best chance of doing that. And so I think we're all on the same page there. And then I didn't want to leave it up to a dice roll and somebody hate themselves for consuming that.
Right. Also, so you viewed it as an altruistic act.
In some ways, yes. In some ways, yes. It's kind of a little more neutral than that because there is, of course, I want to win.
Right.
There's always that, but I try in the team phase at least, I try and think my team first.
Right. Now, Allie, you didn't participate in the challenge.
I did not.
Due to no fault of your own.
No.
But do you feel nervous tonight because they feel this camaraderie about them all doing the challenge and eating this crisp food?
Honestly, you'd think I would, but I don't because I feel supported by my team. They were very supportive of my personal issues that I can't participate in some things, and made me feel really secure in that, and they weren't angry or upset with me. So I feel pretty good.
Awesome. Now, Sam, you led your tribe in the last challenge, and now you're here defeated. Do you feel as though a power dynamic has changed? That you felt insecure, then you felt secure, and now you feel unsecure again? Does that mess with your head? Does it mess with your game plan? Or do you feel like you can still pull this thing out?
Oh, I still think we can pull this thing out. There's still a ton of game left, and there's still a lot of us left. It's like, just sometimes I feel like you can be the leader at some points, but you also need to step down and be the follower, like us to Ben in this challenge. Ben obviously led this challenge for us, and we had to follow along, and we did our best and still fell up short, but that's okay. We got more chances.
Right, very sure. All right, Matthew, now you're someone who's a survivor, because I've heard your name floated around, getting voted out multiple times, yet you're still here, right? You are still here, you're still playing, you're still surviving. So the question is, right now, is do you think this new tribe allows you to climb to the top, in which you were kind of skimming the bottom in your last tribe?
I'd say it's a mixed bag. There is always the opportunity to claw up, no matter where you are. It's certainly easier in a new tribe, but that being said, familiar faces, which I dig, where was I going with that?
I'm not in your head.
I don't know. I could climb up, I guess, if I really threw myself into it, myself first, but I think the team needs to win more than I do.
Oh, wow. So you're saying you would sacrifice yourself for the good of the tribe?
In terms of if someone else can do a challenge better than I can, I don't think I should step in and do it for them.
Now, Sydney, there are 2 people in your tribe right now that are not present. Does that give you any indication of someone you should vote out?
I think it's something that we've considered as far as, what does this competition mean to people? And we've just talked about how we've seen people push through in these challenges, and, we all respect a good effort and showing up and being here and working hard.
Now, Alex, do you see any divisions from past tribes coming into this tribe? Or is it too early to tell who's on the top, who's on the bottom?
I think it's hard to tell who's on the top and who's on the bottom, but I am glad that this split happened when it did, because I know we might have alienated some of Jaden's allies, but none of his allies followed us to this team. So I think we have a pretty strong base, and it's just going to go up from here as we interact with our new tribe mates more.
Everyone raise their hands if they feel unsafe at this next vote. No one. On that note, I think it is time to vote. Ben, you are up first. First vote. E. Second vote. E. Third vote. E. Fourth vote. E. Sydney. 1 vote Sydney, 4 votes E. E. 5 votes E. And the 6th person voted on Survivor Olympus. E. Yeah, someone film me and I'll tell E. E. It's been fun. And the 6th person voted out. Tribe has spoken. Time for you to go home.
I got voted out. I can't say I'm surprised, and I cannot say that I blame anybody, because I wasn't there. I was absent. So, makes sense to me that they threw me off. So, can't be too mad. I am a little bummed, because I would have killed it from hearing what the other challenges were and, the social games going on. Baby, please, I would have dominated, but alas, if only I was there. But despite that, yeah, even though I got voted out, I did have a really good time. had a really great experience, you know, made a lot of friends, had a lot of fun. So even though I got voted out, I didn't lose too much. And I got $10. Maybe I got a Starbucks after I found out. Other than that, I had a great time. I hope certain someone makes it to the top. I won't spill. I can't spill. That's a secret. But I'm rooting for them. And I hope everyone else has a great time, too. Yada, yada. There's my opinion. R.I.P. me.
So I feel kind of bad, of course, because it is still a relatively new team. But again, I feel like this is just the push we need to all like come together and bond, you know? I'd like to make a formal apology to Eve Halleck. Sorry. It's nothing personal, nothing against you. It's just, I feel bad. So as of now, the old Ziphos team has decided we're going to play on 2 separate teams and help kind of each other, all of us try to get to the end or the merge as much as possible. Okay. Even though we are on 2 different tribes, we still have in our souls that we are still all connected and together. But as for the new tribe, I'm more than happy to include them as well. Because we all just get along very nicely, and it's not like they're awful people. So as soon as I get to the merge, I'm going to keep my alliances as close as possible and make sure I know at least everything that's going on. I'm playing chess without letting everyone know that I am playing chess, you know? So just keeping a strategy good and close to my chest, and then lie, cheat, and steal as much as I need to. But until then, I'm a team player, baby.
Yeah, so tribal was all right because everyone in person agreed to vote Eve out. Eve's vote was the one that voted for me, so I was like, no worries, she's out. And then I was talking with Matthew about if we wanted Red to stay together because Red had sort of said, well, no matter how this splits up, we'll try and make us the people that get to the final. Well, Matthew is concerned that both Matthew and I are on the bottom of the tribe right now. However, I'm talking with Ian and we consider ourselves allies. But he doesn't like Sam very much. He thinks that Matthew's head is more in the game than Sam. This is what he told me. So right now, I feel like I've got a pretty good allyship with Ian, but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Yeah.
So far, after the merge, or the reorganization of tribes, there actually hasn't been any clashing. I got out in front of it, and I know that the other tribe opposite us at the beginning had a lot of tension among them and a lot of alliances forming. And the first thing I said was, hey guys, we need to start from a page of we are a unified team. That's how we're gonna win these challenges. And I think that set the tone right away, and already this tribe seems as supportive as the last tribe I was in did. Okay. I don't completely trust hardly anybody, even in the tribe, but that doesn't mean that I don't start from a place of wanting to trust them. So even Bennett, where I know that there has been some grief against him and him towards other players early on, I feel like I can still keep him at an arm's length distance, but still be able to rely on him.
There are 5 chess boards, which means there will be 10 people playing chess, using the chess clocks, 15 minutes on both sides of the clock. So what we're going to be doing here is the tribes will choose 5 representatives to play chess. The only difference is, with this twist, the kings have to play. If you were labeled a king, you will be participating in chess because I want to test your leadership skills and if you are truly monarchs. Them being both on the same tribe, if one wins and one loses, that may affect their credibility. So, let's get started. Let's take a moment to strategize. Let's get the clocks ready and let's play some chess. Survivors ready? Yeah! Playing for immunity. First to 3 wins. Obviously 5 chess games, 3 being a majority. That tribe wins. Ready? Go!
What was your last name?
Robert,
Okay.
I had won, has actually not won, and the game is back in play. Happily moment.
Oh, wait.
I don't know what just happened.
Jackson. Toulouse wins the New York! Dexter Tribe, you are back for another tribal council. First back-to-back tribal councils.
What's up, Jeff?
Ha! It's me. So what are you thinking right now as a tribe going forward, Sam?
As a tribe going forward, is we still have challenges after this. We still have a couple more challenges after this, and we're all here. So, like, is the choice obvious? Kind of, but not really. You know?
Right. Now, in a previous tribal council, Ben, you were one of the people who organized the vote off of Jaden King, who is very good at chess. Would have been a valuable person if he was organized onto your team. Do you regret that decision?
I think there's too much energy spent if I were to dwell on that, because there's no guarantee he's even on our team. I mean, and does that change the eating challenge? Does that change? You know, there's so many things that's not where I want to put my energy.
All right, awesome. Sydney, do you feel as though you are on the top of your tribe right now?
I would not feel that way. I think that like I'm here to help out with what's going on, but I definitely see some people with strategic minds and skill sets that like definitely have more of like a threat than I do.
Matthew, the survivor. Not the survivor, but certainly I would qualify you as a survivor. Yes, the man who's constantly whispered that we're going to vote you out, but yet never does. How do you see the tribe dynamic right now?
The tribe dynamic. We're very small, which is a double-edged sword, I think. On the one hand, we can be a lot more focused when it comes to group challenges because we don't have to herd, like, what do they have, 8? On the other hand, it makes situations like this a lot harder because it just keeps... I'm a little concerned it could snowball, but that's a later issue, I think. That's a when it happens kind of deal.
Right. Allie. Yes. Now, do you feel safe tonight at Tribal?
I can't say that I do. Nope.
Want to elaborate on that?
I mean, I've been doing my best work, but I don't think I've had a chance in my own way to shine the way that I think I can.
In what way do you think you can shine in your tribe?
Well, I have a lot of various athletic skills that are not involving just running. So I think that that could be used, and I have a really good mind for puzzles. So I feel like that could be something also helpful. And although the asthma, I'm still willing to run. Like, I'm willing to do it. Like, I get an asthma attack, I get an asthma attack. I had a lot this summer. Like, it's okay. But it just, I know for the safety of everyone, it may not be the best choice.
Now on to Alex. Do you feel as though someone here has an advantage that we don't know about within the tribe?
I think there was a little bit of concern that Allie had an immunity idol, but I think that it's one of the people on the other new tribe that does, but I would not say so at this point.
So who do you think on the other tribe has an idol?
I'm pretty sure it's Nate.
Nate?
Nate and maybe Bennett.
Nate and Bennett. Who do you guys agree with that? Nate and Bennett have an idol?
If Bennett has an idol, he's a very good liar.
Yeah? Yeah? Do you think Bennett's a good liar?
I think Bennett has convinced me that he trusts me. Do I trust him? That's another question, but I think he's convinced me that he trusts me, and so if he was lying to me through that, then good on him.
So you're hedging your bets that if you get to merge, you'll ally with Ben, you'll go forward.
I will say he trusts me. That's as far as I'm going. I know he trusts me. That's all I know.
Who do you trust, Sydney, on the other tribe?
I don't feel any room for trust anywhere. I wish I could say that I did. And like, I mean, I'm still like, you know, talking at lunch with people from the old tribe, but I don't really feel like a strategic bond there.
So I'm going to ask a different question. Instead of people who feel unsafe, who feels safe at this tribal? Raise your hands if you feel safe at this tribal. You feel safe, Alex?
I feel very middle of the road. There's not a lot of attention there.
Awesome. Well, then you will go and vote. Sam, you're up. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The player voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Allie.
Yo,
Allie. 2 votes, Allie. Allie. 3 votes, Allie. Next vote, Lucy. 1 vote, Lucy. 3 votes, Allie. And the 7th person voted out of Survivor Olympus is Allie Ebbs. Please would stand up. Stand up. Let me come to you. Yeah.
Sorry, Allie.
Stand by your torch.
It's like, does this mean I'm out? Does this mean I'm out?
Yeah, this one's me, sir.
Allie Ebbs, please stand up.
Yes.
Over here.
Okay.
Allie.
Yes.
The tribe has spoken.
They have.
It's time for you to go.
Honestly, I made it further than I thought I would. So that's pretty cool.
Fair enough. Obviously, your asthma played a huge part in this experience. Do you feel like that was unfair? Do you think that that shouldn't have been taken into consideration as much as it was?
No, I mean, everyone's got their thing that they can do and what they can't, and mine just happens to be running. So everyone's got their thing, and I don't think that it's fair to not use it because it's important to like recognize that that makes me a weaker player in some spaces. I didn't even know if I could participate, so getting to participate in general was still pretty great.
That's awesome. What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to do well? Who do you think is going to do poorly? Where are you at?
Honestly, I think Sam could go real far. I really think he could. He's pulled out a lot of stops. Same with Ben. Every challenge that happens, Ben surprises me more. Like I never expect how it turns out. I do think we are getting into an area where people are going to start voting off strong players though, because it's getting dangerous in who can beat who for the individual. So that's where I think we're going.
All right, congratulations, winning immunity again.
Thank you.
Do you feel like winning this chess challenge has solidified your spot as a leader within your tribe?
Absolutely. And I don't think it's just the win. I think it just proved value for me for sure. But going into it, it was still, it was an individual kind of based thing, but we were all supporting each other as we went through it. So I really, even though it was, like you said, individual win, I think it was still a team effort.
Immunity is back up for grabs. Final challenge of the day. The person who loses, obviously, the tribe itself will go back to tribal council. Another person will be voted off. It's very sad. So, here's what we're going to go do. We are arm wrestling. Simple. Due to there only being 5 physical members of Dextra, you will have to sit out, I believe, 2 members that are physically here. So, you will decide that amongst yourselves. First to 3, simple arm wrestling. Can't be any more straightforward. Does anyone have any questions?
You do all 3.
What? I mean, you can, but I don't want you to. I want everyone to like be separated off. So yeah.
Got it.
So no.
Yeah. No. I mean, you can, and then I was thinking, and then I decided no. Let's go. DC's really good.
Does that mean?
All right, Sydney loses, Robert wins. Survivor's ready. Go! Ian wins. Survivor's ready. Go!
Biceps, look at that. Just keep it tight.
Come on, Sam.
Why are you pulling me across the table?
Like me.
Let's sit back down. That's what we gotta
like
do.
to.
Come on, sit back down.
I would love to sit back down,
Let's
Sam.
sit back down.
Come on! Let's do it! Everything!
Single-handedly keep go.
Come on,
It's still up. All right, that's
For the third time in a row. All right, Dexter Tribe, head outside, go and strategize. We have one more tribal council today. So, starting with Sydney, who seems to have a big smile on her face, even though her tribe is in shambles.
It's nerves. It's not like a legitimate smile.
So what is your concern right now?
The fact that we're smaller in numbers, and I really like, even though we've just been together a day, I really want to take these people, into this merge ? Whatever's coming up next. I think we have the ability to be stronger than we were today.
Do you think you could have been stronger than you were today?
I think I could have. Chess wasn't really my strongest suit, but I knew I could play. I still lost anyways. But I feel like I still did all right. And I was like, yeah.
What was shocking to me is that you guys lost every single chess game.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I won mine against Robert, but they had already won by the time it counted.
Yeah. But I thought it would be like, 2 to 4 or something, more like of that nature. But it was that wouldn't have made sense because there's only 5 games, like 3 to 2 or something like that. I thought it would be more. It would be more of a competition.
Please keep pouring salt on the wound. It feels great.
Does it?
Hey, dig the grave. Let me lay in it.
Okay. You feel like you're laying in a grave?
No, it just. I mean, it always sucks to lose. It really does. You can be gracious about it. You can, but it sucks. Bottom line, it sucks. I lost 4 events today, and Alex is with me on that pre-tribe rearrangement, and it doesn't feel good to lose. Sometimes you can take good things from it, but it especially hurts when you have to send somebody else home. And I don't wish that on anybody here.
Right. You lost Jaden today from your old tribe. You lost Allie today from your old tribe. And then Eve in the new tribe rearrangement. So, Alex, how does that do for morale?
It sucks. No one here wants to vote any of us off. It's really difficult. But, yeah.
Matthew, the one who outlasts. What are you thinking going into this vote?
I'm not looking forward to it, definitely. It's a tough decision, especially, like I said last time, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. And I've said this about 3 times already, but I'll repeat it for you since you didn't hear it. Before, voting near the beginning and up until recently, I felt like trimming fat. Today feels like we're cutting off a finger.
Ooh. Yeah. That is some powerful language, for sure.
Well, my mother says it's one of my greatest gifts.
Love one visit.
Yeah. So, today is the first hard vote, you guys think, so far. In regards to the merge that is in the future, you don't know when the merge is coming. Your lower numbers, do you think that'll hurt you in the game? And that you can't win the game because you've lost so much?
No. I think it might make us a tighter knit group to go against the bigger group. It'll be easier for them to have infighting, and we might be able to pick them off if we stay tight and unified going into the merge.
Because there's still that Ian Bennett conflict, there's that Bennett Gray conflict, Bennett in general conflict. So, yeah, I mean, either you can Matt sing yourself into winning the game, or you can oolong yourself into losing it. Alex, it's time to vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Susie, can you come here and hold the box for me? Sorry. First vote, Ben. Second vote, Lucy. It's 1 vote Ben, 1 vote Lucy. Third vote, Lucy. It's 2 votes Lucy, 1 vote Ben. Ben. That's 2 votes Ben, 2 votes Lucy. Ben. That's 3 votes Ben, 2 votes Lucy, 1 vote left. The 8th person voted out of Survivor Olympus, Ben. Please stand up. Ben, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Yep.
I didn't see that one coming. I thought we were.
How are you feeling right now?
Kind of shitty, not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel stabbed back, to be completely honest. I have carried a lot of people through thus far, and like, I get that makes me a target and that makes me a threat, especially as we move towards the merge. However, I've done my best to keep the people that are part of my team here, and I do not feel that I've been repaid in kind. So, you know, that's the game.
Do you have anything else to say? Or how do you think the rest of the game is going to play out?
I don't know. I certainly have a couple people I'll be rooting for, but immediately lost a lot of meaning for me. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Ben played really well. I respect him a lot by the way he played this game. So I think I respect Ben Johnson more after Survivor. And that's the beauty of this game.
So, last tribal of the day, and you all voted off Ben.
Yeah.
Or some of you voted off Ben. What happened? What's going on?
All right, so I can start with this one. It did pain us to do so because Ben is a very strong player, but he's also incredibly smart and conniving, more than like any of us. So we felt like it was a safer bet to get rid of Ben before Lucy.
And he thought the whole time we were all going for Lucy. Yeah.
Right.
I was also convinced we were going for Lucy.
So you tricked him into thinking you were going for
Correct.
Lucy.
Yeah. I was blindsided. Not blindsided, but I was shocked.
But you didn't know they were going
No.
for Ben. Oh, okay.
I thought we were all going to go for Lucy. And I really, yeah. couldn't pull her aside. And I really didn't want to because she's my best friend and I live with her and I think she's a great player. So I was like, fine, I guess I'll go with it to make sure I'm safe.
Right.
But now you're even safer because you're now
I'm
one
safe
of
because-
us.
And now I have Lucy.
And now you have all of us.
Strategy going into next week?
We'll see what comes of it.
Anything before the merge, we just got to win it.
That's all it takes.
All right. Well,
agreed.
Congrats, guys.
Wow, that tribe switch was crazy, huh? I really destroyed that Dexter tribe with my randomization and putting all the strong big boys on one tribe. I thought they could rebound with the chess challenge, but it turns out they're stupid too. So hopefully next week they'll be able to salvage something with Lucy's return. Really kind of be the Napoleon for this tribe. Hopefully not in all ways.
And go. Jesus.
Yeah.
He's gripping so hard on the table.
That's my neck.
Goodness
bro.
gracious, dude.
Wow,
You are strong.
Robert, you're red.
He said casually.
I'm not saying red. I'm still red. Look at
I'm sliding his elbow across the table.
Robert,
Look at me trying.